I never believed in anything supernatural. At least, not before I moved into that apartment. It was winter when I found the place. Rent was cheap, suspiciously cheap, but I needed somewhere to stay. And honestly, I didn't ask too many questions. The building looked old, not historic old, just neglected. The kind of place where the paint peels off the walls and the lights flicker like they're struggling to stay alive. The landlord barely spoke. He handed me the keys and said one thing. The apartment above you is empty. That stuck with me. I don't know why, but it did. The first night was normal. Too normal. The kind of silence that feels heavy, like it's hiding something. I fell asleep around midnight. And then I woke up. No reason, no sound. Just awake. I checked my phone. 3:07 a.m. And then I heard it. Footsteps. Slow, dragging footsteps. Coming from above. Walk, drag, walk, drag. I stared at the ceiling. My first thought was simple. Someone moved in. But then I remembered. The landlord said it was empty. The footsteps continued for several minutes. Then suddenly, they stopped, right above my bed. Complete silence. I held my breath. And then, knock, knock, knock. 3 slow knocks. Directly above me. I didn't move. I didn't sleep. I just stared at the ceiling until morning. The next day, I asked the landlord. He didn't look surprised. He just said, "Old pipes." But his voice wasn't convincing. Not even close. That night, 3:07 a.m. again. Footsteps. But this time, louder, faster, more restless. Like someone was pacing, back and forth, back and forth. And then, whispering. Soft, broken whispering. I couldn't understand the words, but it sounded wrong, not human. I grabbed a chair and stood on it, pressed my ear against the ceiling. Silence. Then suddenly, bang! A loud udar прямо над моей головой. I fell off the chair. My heart was racing, and that's when I realized whatever was upstairs, it knew I was listening. The next day, I went upstairs. The hallway was cold, colder than the rest of the building. The door to the apartment looked old, untouched, but I heard something inside. Movement, slow dragging, coming closer. Then, the door handle moved, slowly, turning. I didn't wait. I ran that night. There were no footsteps above me, no sounds from the ceiling. For a moment, I thought it was over. Then I heard it. Footsteps, but not above me. Not this time. They were outside my door. It was 12:43 a.m. I remember the exact time, because I kept checking my phone. The streets were empty. I had missed the last bus. No taxis, no people, nothing. So I opened a ride app. One driver accepted. Just one. 5 minutes later, a black car pulled up. No license plate light. Windows slightly tinted. The driver didn't say anything. I got in anyway. I didn't have a choice. The ride started normally. At first, the streets were quiet. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that makes you feel like you're the only person left in the world. Then I noticed something strange. The GPS route changed. The car turned onto a different road. A darker road. No street lights. No houses. Just darkness. I leaned forward. Is this the right way? No response. The driver just kept driving. Then I looked in the rearview mirror, and I saw someone sitting next to me. A woman, paler, still, staring straight ahead. I turned quickly. The seat was empty. No one there. I froze. Then the driver spoke, for the first time. You see her too. My heart stopped. The car slowed down. The driver's hands were shaking. She only appears at night, he said quietly. I didn't say anything. I couldn't. The car came to a stop, in the middle of nowhere. The doors unlocked. Click. The driver turned his head slowly. You shouldn't have taken this ride. I got out. Ran. Didn't look back. The next day, I checked the app. There was no record of the ride. No driver. Nothing. Later, I found an article about a driver who died years ago on that same road at exactly 12:43 a.m. It started with small noises at night. Footsteps, doors, soft movements. At first, I ignored it. Then it got worse. So I installed cameras. One in the hallway, one in the living room, and one in my bedroom. The first night, nothing. Second night, a glitch. The bedroom camera flickered at 3:12 a.m. Just for a second. I ignored it. The third night, I checked the footage, and that's when I saw it. Someone standing next to my bed, watching me sleep. But I live alone. I replayed it again and again. The figure didn't move, just stood there, still, watching. The next night, it came closer, closer to my face, closer to me, night after night. It moved slowly, getting closer, until one night, it was right next to me. And then, the final recording, the camera showed me sleeping in bed, and another me standing beside the bed, watching. And then, both of us turned and looked directly into the camera. That was the last recording. I deleted the cameras. But sometimes, at night, I still feel it, standing next to me, watching.